And then now into ATP Rotterdam, mentioning some notable matches. Let's start off with Alex de Minaur, straight sets victory over Stan, the man Wawrinka. This one was no surprise. Uh, you know, Alex de Minaur, number one seed in the tournament. It's just a bad matchup for Stan, a player, Alex de Minaur, a player that you have to go win the match against de Minaur, and de Minaur is just going to try to really outlast you. And he was able to do that in this one. And Felix could win against Medjedovic in straight sets. Felix and de Minaur still in the tournament as the top two seeds. And then Botic van de Zandschulp added his home country tournament and a good victory in straight sets against Stefanos Tsitsipas. Second set did end up going to a tiebreaker. This was a true pivot point for both players. Tsitsipas trying to gain that momentum, and just really any tournament, try to make the later stages of a tournament, and had a good win prior in this tournament. However, Botic van de Zandschulp ended that and moves on to the quarterfinals. A tough, tricky three-setter between Kachanov and Munar in the round of 16. Munar was able to get it done, won that first set in a tiebreaker, and really propelled him towards winning this match. Bounced back from a rough second set to get that third set win and the victory in the match. Munar to the quarterfinals. So that leaves us with some interesting quarterfinals, where we have Ugo Humbert versus O'Connell. They have played twice before, including last year at Roland Garros. They also played on outdoor clay in Munich. They played twice on clay, never on the hard courts. And so this match actually is already, by the time that I'm recording, is already completed. And Ugo Humbert ended up getting the victory. He won it 6-4, 6-1 in straight sets. And Ugo Humbert, from the start, from the get-go in this tournament, was a player that I was looking at with, it was an opportunity for him playing on the indoor hard court, his preferred surface and condition combination. And this was a must win for Ugo Humbert in terms of the opportunity. All right. Obviously, every match is a must-win. Let me clarify what I meant exactly by that. But it was a win that, due to the opportunity that presented himself at a 500 level tournament on the indoor hard court, for the entire season, it is such a pivotal win for him. Not only rankings points wise, but it's got to be confidence wise as well. And in general, to start gaining these results, because he's shown high levels so far in 2025. But he hasn't necessarily gotten all the results that maybe he should have. For example, if we're looking at the first week of the tournament of the season in Brisbane against Cam Norrie, he was playing lights out early on, but not able to get the job done. And I feel like that can kind of be a theme sometimes with Ugo Humbert, where he sometimes plays matches and looks really well in them, but isn't able to close them out and get the victories. So for this one, in a match that he really was important for him to win, and it was an awesome win for him. Then Alex de Minaur, Botic van de Zandschulp. Again, this one is going on as we speak. It's actually in a second set tiebreaker where Botic van de Zandschulp was able to get the first set. They faced off 3 times before, with de Minaur winning all 3 of them, including 2 matches last year, both on hard courts in Doha and in the Australian Open. It looks like de Minaur is going to win this second set tiebreaker, and I would expect him to go on to then win that third set tiebreaker. But Botic van de Zandschulp in his home country tournament is very dangerous, and also on the indoor hard courts is dangerous. So yeah, we could also so the winner of these 2 matches will be facing off against each other. So it's going to be Ugo Humbert versus the winner of de Minaur and van de Zandschulp. That one would be a very, very interesting match. If that were to be come to be, I might be taking Ugo Humbert in both matchups. That's just the way that he plays on this surface and conditions combination. Then Greek sport Felix, they faced off twice, including last year at Mallorca on the outdoor grass, where Greek sport was able to get the win. And they also played in 2022, also on grass. So they want to play twice on grass. This is going to be played, of course, indoor hard courts. Greek Sport home tournament as well. Good to see two Dutch players into the quarterfinals at their home tournament. The way Felix has bounced back from his disappointment in the Australian Open has been very impressive, and I would expect him to continue that in this match and win. And then lastly, Jaume Munar Bublik might be the most intriguing quarterfinal matchup. They faced off once before, and it was actually last year at Wimbledon. Remember, this was a time when Bublik was definitely being hyped up, had just defeated Yannick Sinner on a grass court in a grass court tournament. One of the few people to defeat Yannick Sinner besides that wasn't named Carlos Alcaraz last year. And but facing off against, and so going into that Wimbledon match, Traume Munar ended up springing the upset. So he was playing a really informed Bublik. Did end up going to 5 sets, but Munar was able to get that win last year. Munar been playing good so far this year. Had some impressive United Cup matches, even if he didn't end up necessarily winning. I remember the first match of the tennis season really being Munar versus Sebastian Baez, and Munar looking pretty solid in that one. But yeah, this one, the way I feel like Bublik has been uh, playing well so far to start this year, so I will be going with Bublik.